Hello, this is Duke Byte. We're going to learn another programming element in C#, the arrays. An array is a variable that stores many values of the same type. When using an array in advance, we need to know its size. Arrays are declared similarly to a variable by adding 2 square brackets to the variable type. In the first example, we do not specify the size of the array in the code but only in the inspector inside Unity. In the second example, we create a new array using the word new and specify the size of the array in square brackets. In the third example, we do not specify the size of the array, but instead, enter the specific elements of the array. You can assign values to the array already during its initialization. We can also create an empty array with a specific number of elements to be included, and populate the array using its name. In square brackets, we give the number of the array element we want to add. After the equals sign, we specify what is to be included in this array element. We can list the array elements using the loop for which we learned in previous lessons. As a condition for ending the loop, let's give the number of elements of our array. It is worth remembering that the elements of the array are numbered from 0. Another way of working on the array is to use Foreach loops. The Foreach loop is a simplified version of the for loop. The Foreach loop can be used on arrays or lists. var is a universal data type and defines itself based on the context in which it is used. In this case, it is the data type in the array. Let's move on to Unity and Visual Studio. Let's create a C# file for arrays. Let's attach the file to the object in the scene. Create an array of items, the size of which is given directly in Unity. We want the array to hold 3 items and enter their names. We create another int type array, but this time we specify its size in the code. As we can see, the array's elements have default values. In this case, they are zeros. We create another array named names. We don't have to specify its size because at the start the array has its content. We have a short record of the initialization of the array and assigning its elements. We display the array element in the console. Write the name of the array and in square brackets define the array element that interests us. Remember that the first element of the array has a 0 position. We can create or change the array element. Write the name of the array and specify the element of the array that we are interested in square brackets. Behind the equals sign, we specify the contents of the array element. Let's see how we can display all the array elements using the for loop. As a condition for ending the loop, let's specify the number of elements of our array. Pass through the following elements of the array using the I variable, which increases with each passing of the loop until it encounters the last element of the array. Let's use the for each loop now. As we can see, it is clearer and simpler than the for loop. The easiest way to determine the position of an element is to create a helper variable and incorporate it, and increment this variable in the for each loop. Let's try to write a simple code that defines the place of the item in the array by typing the name of the item. In the for loop, we will use the if condition to check if the item contains the name of the item we are interested in. If the name matches, the console will display the number of the item in the array. To make our code more functional, let's create a string variable. Inside this variable, we will store the name to search for. Additionally, we will have access to the new item in the inspector. Thanks to the fact that our code is inside the update function, we will see the operation of our search engine in real time. In the condition if, let's add a newly created variable in the right places. Let's check how our code works. As we see in the console, we get the number of the array element for the item we are searching for. We can still improve our code a little bit by adding an else block to get some message when our search field is empty. I hope the video has been helpful. If you have any comments or questions, please visit the comment section below the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.